does, but he's still going to do that. So if they put him at the point, which it looks like they have done so far, oh man, it is. And then Ryan Anderson is D'Antoni's definitely, like, that's his guy. When he's looking for players, those are the type of guys he wants. Spot up shooters, okay? Defensively, D'Antoni isn't known for defense, and they probably won't play defense. But they are going to play to their offensive strengths, all of them. Eric Gordon looked good. Trevor Ariza and Corey Brewer are still going to play defense in the passing lanes. It's going to be a fun time for those Rockets fans. And I saw KJ McDaniels being used a lot more as well, an athletic wing to go with Corey Brewer and Trevor Ariza. So they're going to have some fun. Number 5, the Clippers, because they just did a great job in making sure they brought the game back. Not only did they bring the game back, they brought in some guys that will also help in case their main guys get hurt again. So they re-signed Jamal Crossover. They brought in Ray Felton. They brought in Mo Spates, who's a hard screen setter and also a three-point shooter. Why didn't Steve Kerr use him more? With the Warriors, he showed him whenever he was in the game that he could shoot threes effectively, efficiently, and he wasn't used very much. So that being said, he's with the Clippers now. So if Blake gets hurt, or even if Blake goes to the bench, he's going to come in, shoot threes, set hard screens. Brandon Bass, hustle player. Wesley Johnson, another hustle player that just so happens to play on the wing, athletic wing. Ray Felton, I would definitely play Austin Rivers over him, but neither one of those guys are a bad option. I mean, Austin Rivers showed that he can be the man, especially in the playoffs. But he seems to be more of a scorer than he is a facilitator, so that's an interesting development there, especially with his dad being the head coach. Number 4, the Warriors. The reason why they're number 4 is because they signed Kevin Durant, which was the talk of the summer, is the talk of the preseason, and is going to be the talk throughout the season for all the seasons that he signed to be there. But the thing is, they lost a lot. They lost their bench, and of course, they replaced him with Harrison Barnes, which is a heck of an upgrade. And Bogut. They lost Bogut, Barnes, and their bench. So they got to improve that bench. But the Durant signing just came as so much of a surprise that it was like, they have to be commended and, put in the top 5 at least. But yeah, that's the reason, is just because of Kevin Durant, and this was a great decision for him. Number 3, the Knicks. Now, the Knicks signed D. Rose, Brandon Jennings, Courtney Lee, Joakim Noah. Those are great signings, okay? D. Rose, Courtney Lee, Joakim Noah. They just got 3 starters. Joakim Noah, if he's healthy, because Thibodeau ran him into the ground, just like he did Jimmy Butler and just like he did Derrick Rose. Boom, boom, boom. Car crashes. Right? He ran those guys into the ground, and that's the reason why they ended up hurt. He's going to do the same thing for the young Timberwolves too. But they're going to have some, a few good seasons before everybody's hurt, because they're just playing too much. But nonetheless, Joakim Noah, Courtney Lee, Derrick Rose, and then the backup point guard and Brandon Jennings. they're in pretty good hands. So now it's going to be up to Jeff Hornacek to see what kind of system they're going to run. I think they have to run an up-tempo offense, because having Porzingis and Carmelo, you're going to have to get up a lot of shots. But Porzingis and Noah are going to be pretty good on the defensive end. So they're going to have some fun. I believe that they're going to vastly improve their record, even maybe become a playoff team. It's definitely in their future. It's definitely right there for them to grasp. I mean, there are some teams at the bottom of the East that did not improve their rosters. In fact, they got worse. So, that being said, moving right into this thing. The Bulls are at number 2. Rondo and D-Wade, you're talking about NBA Finals experience, veteran leadership. Guys who've done it before. Guys who have names in the league that you recognize for what they do and what they have done. And Rondo is still doing it. He is still leading the league in assists. He is still making sure guys are in the right positions to get the ball. D-Wade, he's still penetrating, which is his strength. He has now added a 3-point game to kind of suffice for his athleticism that he lost. But nonetheless, both of those guys are defensive players. Then they drafted Denzel Valentine, who had a great summer league. He showed that he's a playmaker and scorer. So, playmakers, when you have playmakers, you're in a good position, because everybody wants to score. But if everybody's having an off night, nobody's going to the basket, you're in trouble. But if you have playmakers, the playmakers are going to read the plays and make sure guys are where they're supposed to be, or cutting, whether it's cutting or popping open or coming off screens or whatever the case, taking the advantage of mismatches, or just getting their own baskets, getting their own buckets. That is good for the Bulls. So that's why they came in number 2. Number 1. The number 1 team that improved this offseason, going into the preseason in the season, is the Indiana Pacers. They picked up an all-star point guard in Jeff Teague. They also picked up Al Jefferson, a consistent scorer down low, who's going to grab some rebounds. Then they signed Thaddeus Young, who is he's not a young player anymore, but he's a great veteran at this point in his career. He plays defense, grabs rebounds, and he can shoot. He's going to make the reads. The reads are going to be there. Those 3 guys, they just picked up three starters. 3 starters that are going to make a huge impact. Jeff Teague being the guy, because, like I said, he's an all-star point guard who can score, facilitate, and give you a little bit of defense. Paul George has to be extremely happy, because the roster has been upgraded. They are my winners for off-season moves. To go get an all-star point guard and give up George Hill, that's all you had to give up to go get an all-star. Jeff Teague was also looking like the old Jeff Teague so far in preseason. So once again, we shall see just how good the Pacers are going to be. Thank you for tuning in to I've Got Answers, where today we went over the 10 teams that improved themselves this upcoming season. For this video, what I would definitely say, if you like the video, please hit that like button. Also subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. As I stated before, more videos to come. Once again, if you have any questions or any topics that you would like for me to bring up, let's dive right into it. Most importantly, get in the comments below. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. And if you disagree, tell me why. Tell me why you disagree with any of the teams that I put in the top 10 here. Till next time, we'll see you.